his daughter. Like I raised her since she was a baby, and on and on. But she still has her mom and her dad, you know. But these two are my children. You know, hello, good evening.
Hey.
Hi, Nancy.
How's your camper?
What was that?
Your camper. I'm so excited for you.
Oh, thank you, the travel trailer, yes! Well, we got everything that we needed to actually make it operational. So in February is our first camping trip. Here's your first camping in February. Yes, thank you. We're so excited.
Great way to travel.
Can you hear me okay, Nancy? Is my microphone plugged in okay? Okay,
Yeah, you're okay.
So it's so great to see everyone. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Janetta. Hi, Rashina. It's so good to see you again. I love it when I get to see you 2 nights in a row. You've been a rock star at home with your yoga practice, Rashina. Great way to go. And Janetta, always lovely to see you, for sure. So I'm looking forward to welcome to Flow and Restore. So tonight we're going to move our bodies, and there's going to be times that we restore our bodies. I do have 2 blocks, but know that this practice can be used with or without blocks. So please modify as needed to support your body and how it feels today, because our bodies do feel differently on a day-to-day basis. So I'm really hoping that this practice will serve each of you in your own special way. To begin with, we'll start in Child's Pose, the very back of our mat. I always like to start with my knees out a little bit wide. It just feels better on my body, and with a block underneath my forehead. And here's a great place just to start to let go. To let go of today's stresses. Let go of expectations. To let go of any tension, especially tension that builds up in the neck and the shoulders. So if you feel a little tight in those areas, relax. We'll take just a few more breaths here. As we settle into the space on our yoga mat. Pulling them up into your fingertips, same in your child's pose, you'll lift your head slightly. Let's walk our fingertips over to the right. And as you walk your fingertips over to the right, just draw that left sit bone back. Get a nice stretch through that left side body. Walk the fingertips over towards the left. Extending out, but rooting that right sit bone back down towards the heel. Nice, slow, steady breath. Walking the fingertips back towards center. We'll press ourselves up into a tabletop pose to begin our practice this evening. Spread the fingers, press down through the finger pads, and then press away at the same time. Look up as the belly button drops for a nice cow pose. So we're stretching out the front body here. And then exhale as you round the spine. Think chin to chest, tailbone. And inhale, look forward, cow pose. Exhale, press away, breathe into that middle lower back region. One more just like that. Inhale as you stretch it out. Feel as though you're drawing the chest forward. And then exhale, rounding the spine. Getting the stretch through the back of the neck, lower back. Come back to a nice neutral position here. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Now you can always keep the knees on the floor for a modification if this down dog is not available in your practice yet. Make any movements that feel good. Either you're pulsing the chest towards the legs, or even walking your dog out by lifting up one heel and dropping the opposite heel down. There's lots of different movements that you can make to just start to tune into your body tonight. I'd like to add a little bit of movement with breath. So from here, I'd like you to drop both knees down to the floor and then sit back into your child's pose. 3 movements, 3 breaths. Inhale, press up into cow pose. Exhale, down dog. Or cat pose. Take it slow. Inhale, knees lower back down. Chest forward, cat. Exhale, child's pose. Again, inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cow. Child's pose, exhale. One more time. So the breath is long and steady. Inhale, cow. Nice breath in here. Exhale, down dog. Come back to the knees. Abdomen drops. Look up. Child's pose. Exhale. We'll pause here for the next couple of breaths. So for me, I'm able to bring my knees in just a little bit closer now, which creates more of a stretch in my lower back region. Relax the elbows down to the floor. Relax your head as much as possible.
You have to let it happen.
We get to inch the arms forward. This is puppy pose. Now go to a place that feels comfortable to you. In puppy pose, the arms reach forward. You melt the chest into the mat, and the tailbone is above the knee. Cold puppy pose. You can place your cheek on the mat, your chin, or forehead.
You can be watchful. You can be concentrated. You can be alert.
You slowly come all the way forward onto your abdomen.
All that will ever teach you.
Nice. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, Sphinx pose. So all of those poses, cow pose, puppy pose, Sphinx pose, open up that front body.
You have to let yourself wake up. Become liberated.
Start to extend the arms forward and then out to your side. On the inhale, lift the upper body up off the floor. And on the exhale, soften down. And inhale, lift through the nose. Exhale, release. Contract the back muscles, lifting up. And release. A couple more just like this.
You have to let yourself wake up.
Let the breath guide you. Last one, inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Press your hands into the mat to come up. Tabletop pose. Take a moment to move your hips from side to side. It feels good to round the back. It's a great counter pose to everything that we've just done. Before we make it up onto our feet, a little bit of spinal balancing to activate that core. Let's reach that right foot behind us. Come onto the ball of the foot first, and then just shift the weight forwards and backwards so we can get a stretch through the back of the right leg. Forwards and backwards. Also press actively through the knuckles of those toes so we get a stretch there as well. No fire toes tonight, so try to get your fire toes in this posture. And when you're ready, you'll lift that right leg up. Left arm reaches forward. Try to center yourself while you elongate at the same time. As you reach forward, you reach back, you press away. Once again, some movement with breath. Stay where you are in the inhale. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, round. Lengthen. And round. Lengthen. This time, bend your right leg, reach around for your right foot if it's available, and reach that foot up towards the sky. You have your left hand to right foot. And we'll release that right leg down. Left hand meets the right hand. Take it to side number 2. Keep spreading the fingers, especially using that hasta bandha, so that we're shifting the weight between the pointer finger and the thumb and out of the wrist. Left foot goes back. Shift the weight forwards and backwards. I especially feel it in my calf when I reach that heel back. Sometimes it even feels good to pulse a little bit as I shift the weight back. Happy stretch there. Their first moan of the class. Awesome. And we'll lift that left leg up. As you lift the left leg up, press away with the hands, reach that right arm forward. I'm putting a slight micro bend in my left elbow because I tend to hyperextend my elbow joint. So just pay attention to that. Stay here for the inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale to lengthen. And round that exhale. Lengthen it out. Reach it back. Lengthen. Bend the left leg. Take the right hand to the left foot. So this time you'll look over your right shoulder as you create as much space between your foot and your body as possible. Releasing that left foot down, right hand down. Well done, let's curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Oh, that feels so good. We'll walk our way to the tops of the mat, any way that you'd like. And once you reach the top, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward. Arms reach up, circle the spine. Look, the gaze goes up, take a slight back bend here. Coming back through center, forward fold. Lengthen the spine. Walk the fingertips over to the right. Put a slight bend in the right knee as you straighten the left leg. This can be super helpful with blocks if you just need the floor to be a little bit taller. And we'll walk the fingertips over to the left. This time bending that left knee slightly, straightening the right leg. And back to center. Separate your feet so they're about hip distance apart. Take a moment to bend the knees, back hands to elbow. Take and ragdoll. What's nice about this stretch is that if you can just allow that head to hang and bend the knees just enough, you can feel an amazing stretch in the lower back. Create some space between the upper and the lower jaw, and hopefully release some tension in the jawline. And we'll release the hands down to the floor. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Keeping those knees bent. Head is the very last to come up. Oh, that was nice. Reach those arms back up towards the sky. Well done. Forward fold. Lengthen the top. Right leg up. Lower the right knee down to the floor. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Anjali. Sink the hips. If you find that the knee is going past the ankle, you might want to scoot that foot a little bit farther forward. Now open up through the arms and take a back bend here. Don't forget to breathe, because we've all done it before. Eyes come back to center. Take the hands to heart center, twist to the left. Right elbow goes to the outside, so other way. Yep, there you go, perfect. Now press the leg into the arm and the arm into the leg. And you'll spin your chest through. Inhale back. So let the movement be nice and smooth and steady. Hands come down to the floor. Lift that right knee up. Step back, down dog. Another movement through breath here. So come forward into high plank. This is your inhale. Tap your knees, exhale. Inhale high. And down dog, exhale. So we'll do a couple more together, and then you'll do a few on your own. So think inhale forward. Exhale tuck. Inhale high. Exhale down dog. Now you just go through the movements and you add the breath later as long as you're breathing. Forward. Tap. Up. Down dog. We're going to do one more. So look forward on the high plank pose. Keep the legs integrated. Tap the knees. Lift the knees. Down dog. Let's lift that right leg up. Open up the hips, so bend the right leg. Make figure eights with that knee. Now a modification here is you can also drop that left knee down to the floor and still do the figure eight. So either way. Couple more, make them nice and big. We'll step that right foot through to the top of the mat. Warrior one. Nice transition. Now in this warrior one, I want you to sink the hips again, just bringing that knee towards the baby toe. Root down to the outside edge of that left foot. So let the back leg be just as active as the front. Now, on the inhale, I want you to straighten the right leg. And on the exhale, bend back into that warrior. Straighten. Inhale, track the quadricep muscle. Exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale, straighten, but contract. Exhale, bend. Now pause here. Keep breathing, extending up through the fingertips and rooting down through the feet. We're creating just a little bit of heat. Holding postures can be a great way to build a relationship with yourself. Straighten that right leg, take the hands to the hips. Now you might step that back foot in slightly for pyramid pose. So pyramid pose, right hip draws back. Slowly take a forward fold, bringing the hands down to the ground or to blocks.
Now root down through the base of that right big toe and draw the right hip back at the same time. Come on to the ball, come onto the ball of that left foot. And then just come up onto the toes of the left foot. Keep that right leg straight. Walk the hands forward just a little bit more. Put a slight bend in that right knee as the left leg lifts up. Standing splits, a couple more breaths here. And let's release that left foot down. From here, I'm going to lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Arms reach up. Forward fold, exhale. Lengthen the spine. Toe heel your feet out wide. We're going into Malasana Pose. Now you can do this with 1 or 2 blocks or no blocks. The intention here is to take this nice squat position with your elbows to the insides of your knees. Using a block, give you the support, especially if maybe 2 or 3. Separate your feet even wider, and I think you'll even get more space out of it. My toes are actually almost off the mat. We won't hold this for long, but just long enough. Releasing any unnecessary tension. Relaxing into the shape of the pose to see what there is that it offers. Two more breaths. One more. And we'll release the hands down to the floor. Oh, straighten those legs. Ooh la la. Nice. We'll toe heel those feet back in towards each other. Lengthen the spine forward. We'll step that left foot back this time. Lower the left knee down to the floor. Reach your arms up towards the sky on Jami. Side number 2. Way to make that stance a little bit longer, Sherry. That was a nice adjustment. Open up through the arms, take the heel full arms. Curl the chest up towards the chin. I think the illusion is that we have to drop our heads back for a back bend. And the key is you can drop the head back if it feels good, and if that is your intention to. You don't have to. It's about lifting up through the spine, curling the collarbone towards the chin. Now come back to center, arms reach up. Take the hands to heart center. We'll twist to the right. And remember that bending back of the neck can feel good if you do it in a well-intentioned manner. I just find for my body and my practice, keeping the back of my neck nice and long is most beneficial for me. Keep pressing the arm against the leg and the leg against the arm. So we'll reach our arms back up towards the sky. Hands come down to the floor. We'll lift that left knee up, down dog. We're going to try that same move that we did earlier. So let's inhale forward into half. Half the knees, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Getting really good at that. Inhale forward, legs are strong. Out. Lift. Different dog. One more. One more. 5 planks. 8 taps. 8 lift. Down dog. Nice. We're gonna lower the knees down to the floor. Take child's pose once again. Using a block or a prop to support your head if needed. And once again, separating those knees as much as you need to. Pressing our hands back into the mat, coming into that tabletop position. Toes curl under, down dog. And let's get some figure eights with that left leg. Just feel the action of heeling towards sit bone as the knee goes round and around. Dropping the right knee, the modification is needed. We'll step that left foot through to the top of the mat. Warrior one. Arms reach up. Bring down through the back foot and the front. We'll straighten the left leg, integrating that quadricep muscle. And then bending back into warrior. Exhale. Inhale to straighten. Exhale back. Last time, straightening that leg, front leg. And bending back to that front leg. Holding here and pausing. Are you able to go a little bit deeper? Are you able to relax into the posture a little bit more? Slowly begin to straighten that left leg. Take your hands to your hips. I'm going to step that back foot in ever so slightly. Bring that right hip forward. Take a forward fold, pyramid pose. So for this side, I'm going to use blocks just to kind of show you the benefit of using blocks and props. The nice thing about blocks is that there's all these different types that you can use. We'll come onto the ball of that right foot. Shifting the hands forward, lift that right leg when you're ready. Two more breaths. And we'll release that right foot down. So as you release that right foot down, take the hands behind your back. And just make a fist and just draw the fist up and over the head. Stretch up through the shoulders, stretch through the back of the leg. Releasing the arms. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen once again. Slowly come all the way onto your sit bones. Bring the bottoms of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. We'll start by bringing the hands to the feet, the elbows to the calves. Press down through the elbows and up through the calves. Just enough to create just a little bit of heat, and then we're gonna relax right into it. Press down as you press up for 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Oh, that felt good. Now walk those fingertips forward. Try to draw your chest forward. Depending on where your feet placement is, you might feel it more in your inner thighs, stretching the lower back. Maybe the brain. Everything is connected. You might even choose to make a little castle for your head. A little tower with your blocks. I'm going to use the blocks for this next pose. Taking your left thigh to the top of your right foot, deer pose. Walk your arms over to the right. You can use blocks underneath your abdomen or chest. We'll take our fingertips over to the other side. Windshield wiping the feet so that right thigh is to the bottom of that left foot. Lengthening the chest out. Once again, the blocks can be a really nice support system here. If you find that the mind begins to wander, you can bring your attention into the sensations in the body, the emotions that come up. Or just putting your attention on the breath. There's a part of us that's always doing during the day, holding ourselves up. What I'm asking is if we can surrender just a little bit more of ourselves into the practice. And we'll slowly from here press up into our hands. Come back to center. Place the feet onto the floor. As we bend to knees, we lower ourselves all the way down onto our backs. Let's start by separating the feet first and just drawing the knees inward. If you're feeling any lower back pain or discomfort, this is a great modification to Savasana, having the knees bent and the feet wide. A couple more breaths here. Draw that right knee in towards the chest. As you draw the right knee in, you'll take that right shin across that left thigh. This is a great modification to pigeon pose as you draw the left knee in. You can interlace the fingers behind the left thigh or even on the shin part. Relax your shoulders. And the knees will tend to shift to the right side. So just kind of, if you can, evenly lay your lower back on the floor. So it's not tilted to the right or to the left. An option here is to also extend that left leg up, taking the hands behind the calf. You can also take the strap above the foot, deepening the stretch. Just an invitation, an option. Two more breaths here. Bending the left leg, placing the left foot onto the floor. Walk that left foot over to the left. Drop the knees over to the right. Now, if you don't feel this in the left psoas, bring that left heel a little bit closer to the sit bone and then just drop the knees over to the right. And feel as though that left thigh bone is reaching towards the front of the mat. If there's any unnecessary pressure, if there's any pressure in the knee, you can move a block to place it underneath. That's the best way I can describe it. Is to feel the top of that thigh reach towards the front of the mat. Breathing in through the nose, out. So even here, I slowly felt my left leg draw near towards the floor. Sometimes it takes time for our body to soften the poses that we offer it. There's an unknown territory, or subconsciously we're just sensing and not letting go. And we'll slowly bring those feet back to center. Release that right foot down so that we have both hands on the floor. Draw the knees inward towards each other once again. We're just neutralizing the spine before side number 2. And that right knee will come in towards the left knee. Left. I know, right? I have done the same side twice before by accident. We were talking about left and right before class. It happens. And we'll cross that left shin on top of the right thigh. So this is my good side number 2. I'm gonna pull that right knee in, and already I can just feel my left knee dipping towards the left. So see if you can just realign back to center. It might even mean bringing that left foot over to the right a little bit. If you have a wall is a great prop. You can press that right foot into the wall to just help you stabilize. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. A few more breaths before we straighten that right leg, unless you're already there. No worries. And we'll straighten that right leg. Now this side might be a little tricky for me, so I think I'm going to put my hands behind my right thigh. Extending my right heel up towards the sky, so it gives me that scrunch to the back of the leg. Keep drawing that left knee forward so we're not avoiding that stretch. We'll bend that right knee, take that right foot to the outside edge of the right mat. Drop the knees over towards the left. You might bring that right heel in a little bit closer to that right sit bone. And just allow the legs to fall over that top of the right thigh just towards the top of the mat. Letting that breath be more continuous support. And with the knees coming back up towards center, we'll release that left foot down to the floor. Bridge pose. This should feel really good. So we just opened up to the psoas and the hips. Move down through the backs of the arms, lifting the hips up. Oh, feel some freedom there. That feels so good. It's so great to feel that freedom in those spaces that sometimes feel so confined and tight. And we'll slowly lower down, upper back, middle back, and lower back. Okay, so second round. So this time, if you have a block, you can use the block. If you don't have a block, bridge pose is the best course of action. I'm gonna lift my hips up, placing the block underneath my sacrum area. So below my lower back. In fact, if you're at home and you have a pillow or something you can place underneath your sacrum, that would be fantastic. Bridge pose is nice. This is just more of a restorative pose. Extending one leg out if it feels good to you. Looks like we all have blocks here, and we're gonna extend the left leg out. Oh, that feels so good. Let the feet just lay open. Hoping everybody at home found something that they can use. Now breathe into that pelvic bowl area. Start to notice when you put your attention there. But even here, I'm just identifying with my shoulders front up to my ears. So just check in. We're all aware of some of our habits. I grind my teeth at night, so I often sometimes tense my jaw up. So just been keeping that for me and provide so much joy and And let's pull that right knee in with that pillow or block underneath. Oh, it gives me an extra juicy stretch to that top left portion of my leg and pelvic bowl. Nice. Make circles with that right ankle. With some popping noises, totally okay. Make sure you go the opposite way as well. Right, good. And then we'll extend that right leg forward. Oh, yummy, yummy. And draw that left knee in. So I'm continuing to allow my right foot to kind of, once again, just fall open. My left knee is more towards my armpit than my chest. So just know that you can modify the practice to you. Now let's just pull that right knee up to meet the left knee. So having something underneath our lower back sacrum area can feel good at this point. And then we'll lift those legs up towards the sky. This is waterfall. You know, when I'm at recess during the day, the kids are always flipping themselves around and cartwheels and handstands. And thinking the peanut butter had all day long. It's like all it's so important for us to really incorporate these movement. I don't know for cartwheeling during the day. We'll pull the knees back in, slowly place the feet onto the ground, lift the hips up, block releases. We'll pull those knees back in. They can't make that move here. That looks like fun. Let me try that over here. Now we'll take those knees over to the right for a supine step. Arms open out to the side. Gaze goes over the left fingertip. We'll take the knees back to center, over to the left. I like to move my hips over to the right a little bit before I drop my knees over to the left. It just allows me to stack that right hip on top of my left. Make sure both shoulders are planted onto the ground and the gaze goes over to the right. And with the knees coming back in towards center, we'll extend those legs all the way forward and let's say pulling your knees in and giving yourself a hug feels good. We'll come into final Savasana, an opportunity to open up through the arms and legs. If it feels appropriate to wipe down or take a drink of water or even dim the light.
Hi. Hi. What do you have got? No, you got no reason to agree. Absolutely, fear is not rational, honey.
Turning the attention inward. Letting Mother Earth support you completely. It's a wonderful feeling. our fingers and our toes. Making circles through the wrists and the ankles. Rolling over onto our right side. Gently pressing ourselves up into a seated position. The eyes turned inward, our palms brought together. I thank you for coming this evening and sharing your practice with me and everyone here. I am grateful. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. From my heart to each of yours, namaste. Nicely done, dimming the lights at home. It looks like a very nice, peaceful place. Goodbye, Janetta. Thank you for joining me as always. I really enjoy having your presence here. Good to see you, Sherry.
Thanks, Jamie.
You're welcome. Wonderful to see you, Sherry. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.